Hello, welcome back to Retro Ratz.
So today we're going to take you to what looks like an abandoned property that has a couple of cars outside that may have you some interest.
So we're on a little adventure in Swindon in Wiltshire. Come and join us. Old railway line bridge.
Yeah, so this used to go, I think it was called the Midlands and West. I could be wrong. I know the initials are M&W Railway, and this was the main railway that went from the Midlands down to Southampton. So it used to go through Marlborough, obviously here in Swindon, and down to Marlborough, Chiseldon, and then through that way. And if you follow that path all the way, you can actually still walk to Marlborough today.
We're going to go underneath this old railway bridge, and if you were following it to the next bridge, you'd come across Skew Bridge, which goes across the canal that we're very active in. There you go, the original Midland and so on M&W Railway Bridge, part of Swindon's heritage. These are intriguing.
I wonder if they are part of the...
Don't know if they're part of the railway or whether they're part of
the World War II
anti-tank
sort
of, because
defences.
There's 1, 2, 3 anti-tank defences.
No, there's more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'd already showed them ones.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make use of this one and do my lace up.
So yesterday I was doing a walk with Retro Ramblers, and this part of the trail is actually called the Green Trail. And on the map it showed that this area had anti-tank defences that are still in the undergrowth here today.
They're out there somewhere. The camera will not pick it up, so I'll let Peggy walk ahead. But this is actually quite steep. I've never ever been on this track before. As a Swindonian of all my life, is still finding new places. And I give you a sort of span. That's where Peggy says those sort of tank and anti-air bits and stuff, all from World War II, are buried in there. The 2 CV houses.
Two CVs.
Two CVs. So this one's boarded up.
It does have cameras.
And that, the camera doesn't show you, says FPG 1912.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's original railway house.
Quite possible.
Looks like an original railway house, doesn't it?
It does look like a railway house, doesn't it? Railway cottages.
Railway cottages. Could well be railway cottages. But our interest is over here.
When we walked up yesterday, I thought that was a tent to begin
You
with.
thought it was a tent?
Yeah.
So I've just had a very quick conversation with a local who was passing, and she said these 2 vehicles have been here for very, very long time, decades.
But I don't think they've been here as long as she thinks, or they have, but they've been used.
And she said that house has been empty for a very long time, and this one's lived in. So I'll be a bit cagey looking at the cars, and that camera there is flashing away, monitoring us. So I'm not going to obviously disturb anything. I'm just going to stand here just to film, because you don't never get to see a 2CV now. Yeah, it's a shame because it's letting all the moisture and water in now.
Yeah.
Countryside Management Association. That's cool. Yeah. They were brilliant cars for their time. Apparently you can put, the saying is, and it's been proven, you can put some eggs on the back seat, go across a ploughed field and not spill an egg. And they're only about 600cc as well, so they have really good fuel economy. They're getting quite rare and they're getting quite collectible now. That one's obviously the roof has gone, hence why they've wrapped it up.
Yeah, so they put a cover over.
But yeah, very interesting cars. This one's got initials on the bonnet. B, E and W by the look of it. Yeah, I like the little caps on the headlights so you can change the bulbs and so on. I assume you flick them up to change a bulb. Both of those could quite easily be restored and put on the road, and I hope they do. As for the house, no one's been in there for
Quite a long time.
but it takes a lot of years to get fawns like that, and no one's been through that door for some time. The windows are boarded up quite a long time ago. I've no idea what the FPG stands for, 1912.
I've got a feeling it might be old railway.
Well, I don't know if it'd be railway. It's certainly got a railway cottage look about it, but...
Well, they might be, yeah, that's what I was saying. It might be old railway cottages, but I'm not sure.
FPG, I don't know, but what I would say is that's very, very late in the day for the railway. I don't know. Maybe they're very substantial for farmers' cottages. I don't think we can have a look any further. There's cameras on the back as well. There's a fox or badger trail here. But I'm not going to be able to get round there to have a look. There is an outbuilding there. Yeah. Very interesting, very intriguing. I never knew they were there. Such a shame, such a waste. Try and get back over to Peggy. So yeah, we've just done a little check and they are both 2CV6 specials. They are 602cc. And one's an 88, one's an 89. And yeah, very interesting. I just hope they can be rescued. I'd love a chat with the owner about them. That house is absolutely full of cactuses. It's cacti. There is so much cacti. That one on this is number 2.
Yeah, that'd be number 1.
So that's number 1 and that's number 2. I just wonder what the lane is called. But hey, yeah, it'd be interesting to know why they're here, why they're built. If you know anything, if you know this part of Swindon and you know some more of it, then we would like to know. If you're watching this and you do live here, I'd love to look inside the Citroens. Be brilliant and know more about them. We've had a little walk around and there is a path up there, but it stops by a hedge. I don't know why it's been made. That was probably the length of their original gardens, but it's extremely thick thorn, so there's no looking around the other side of it. So we're going to wander back up now. Well, we're going to wander away now. It's definitely lived in on one side. The other side is definitely, obviously, derelict.
And boarded up.
Stating the obvious. And what I would say is, I'm really intrigued as to know why those two houses are there. They possibly are something originally from the railway, but they seem a bit late to me for the railway, but I don't know the answer to that. If we sound really out of breath, it's quite a steep hill as well. You wouldn't get up here in the winter that well.
Well, I think that's why it's rigid.
It's rigid, yeah.
Or ribbed.
And for most of the house's duration of time being there, it would have been next to an expanse of fields. But that is the new
That's East Witchell.
East Witchell estate and the school behind us. So yeah, very intriguing. Very nice. I've never been here before. You always find something new in your area.
Don't you say?
This really doesn't show how steep it is. So as we trundle back up this steep hill,
Remember to stay safe.
stay retro people.
See you on the next one.
Just a little short video today. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.